As you can see, we've got two rectangles on this page here, and you should notice that B is a lot larger than A. However, you should also realise that the proportions are still exactly the same. We've got rectangle A and rectangle B. So the first thing that we need to look at when we're looking at finding the scale factor is we need to measure the length and the width of shape A and of shape B. Let's have a look at shape A and work out the length. So as we can see, if we count 1, 2, 3 squares have been covered. So I'm going to put 3 underneath there. If we now look at the width, we can see that 2 squares have been covered. So the width is 2. Now let's move on to the enlarged shape, shape B. We now need to work out the length and the width of this shape. So let's work out the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 squares have been covered. So I'm going to put a 6 here. Let's move on to the width of this shape. We can see that 4 squares have been covered. So we now need to put a 4 here. Now you should start to see a bit of a pattern between A and B. Let's compare the lengths of these two shapes. So if we put A here, we can see that A of the length is 3, and the shape B, the length is 6. What do you notice about 3 and 6? Yes, you should see that the 3 has been multiplied by 2, so it's been doubled. So I'm just going to put a multiply by 2 here. Now let's compare the widths of these two shapes. If we have a look at shape A, we can see that the width of this shape is 2 squares. If we have a look at shape B, the width of this one is 4 squares. You should now clearly see that 2 times 2 is 4. So we can confidently say that the scale factor then, and I'm just going to put SF for scale factor, is 2. We've multiplied it by 2. And that's it. When you're looking at enlarging shapes and looking for the scale factor, you need to compare the widths and the lengths of both shapes and see if you can spot any patterns.